Hey guys, Bobby here. I figured today I'll just do a quick video on my favorite knife, Chris Reeve Umnumzaan. I'm not sure if it's Umnumzaan, but I always say Umnumzaan, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Brought out a couple other knives here. Of course, Benza 21, Benza 25, and this is the Startac edition. Wilson Combat Umnumzaan, and then I got the True North Knives exclusive Tanto. That's a beautiful Tanto. I ended up getting a Startac because when I saw this knife, I knew I was gonna get. I absolutely knew I was gonna get this. I mean, that had to be. It's probably the most beautiful grind to me. I was attracted to it immediately. And so I didn't want two knives with the same pattern handle. And I've always wanted a Wilson Combat. I've been wanting the Wilson Combat Star Benza for a while. And so I figured I'd go ahead and get that too. But I mean, I did my top 10 video, and I mentioned it's my favorite knife. And I mean, it's my favorite knife because, I mean, to me, aesthetically, it just appeals to me. When you get it in your hand, I mean, it has great ergonomics. I like this, this groove right here for my thumb. I can get my thumb right in there. The harpoon tip. I've seen other videos where people are like, it's good for. You could scrape paint with it, or honestly, I've never used it. But open packages. I use this. If I had to open a package, that's what I use the blade part for. But I mean, to me, it looks good though. It looks cool, so it kind of has that coolness factor. And I mean, that's why some things that are my favorite is just kind of or I'm sure things that you guys like too. It's not necessarily always the most practical purpose, but it's just kind of something that appeals to you, and this knife definitely appeals to me. Functionally, I mean, it serves every purpose I've ever needed for. I mean, I've used it for pretty much everything: opening boxes, packages. Broke down cardboard. I mean, just anything that you could do. I eat a lot of chicken, so I've cut quite a bit of chicken with this. And but I guess some of the features. I don't have the older version. I bought this year, and so this one has the new pivot. I do like that quite a bit. I mean, it does come with the tools for for that hex screw and that one too. So can't complain about that. I really like that. The lock bar, it does stick out a little bit, but maybe after a day or two, and I just got used to kind of I guess exactly where to apply pressure to move it over, and I like it. Let's see, the thumb studs. I notice, and I think I probably did too. But if you get it when you first get it, you're always like, how do I open this? And Chris Reeve does have. I mean, it does come with, I guess, instructions, if you will. Kind of tells you. Let's see here. It kind of tells you, just follow along that line there. And I mean, once you get it, I mean, it's literally really easy. But I do see sometimes when someone's asking me, hey, let me see your pocket knife, one of my friends or something, and I show it to them, then they're always like, how do you, they can't open it at first. But once you get it down, I mean, I love it. So definitely like that. I did say I ended up buying this because, I mean, this is probably the knife I carry the most right here. And, you know, if you ever meet me, probably most likely in my pocket is this right here. I like it a lot. You know, just, I was saying, it doesn't have that harpoon, but with the Tanto, you know, I mean, I don't think it's very functional anyway, but I'm not sure how that would look aesthetically. I do like the way this looks right now. You know, it's not too heavy. I'll throw the stats in the description. It's, you know, it's really good. And I only brought these knives out just so you kind of get a size comparison. And this ain't no, you know, I've already said which one I like better, obviously. But it does have a lanyard bead. I personally, I like lanyards. You know, I've said that about the Sebenza 25. I kind of wish it had that lanyard pin. The Startac edition, you know, if you, let's see here. You know, it does say, let's see, it says Wilson Combat on it. And it also has that that right there, the Wilson Combat logo on the pocket clip. It does have a over travel stop. It's not a lock bar stabilizer, but you know, I've seen the older versions doesn't have that, and I mean, I don't mind it personally. You can see looks pretty decent to me, you know. Lockup's a little later. I mean, it's gonna be later than most frame locks or most frame locks you own or have seen, but you know, Chris Reeve knives, I know it's gonna stay there for a long time. And this does have that the ceramic ball that's in there. I don't know if we get a good look at it, but it does have the ceramic ball, which does, you see the hole right there. It does go into that for the detent. So gives you a good amount of detent. I mean, it's not too much, it's not too little. To me, it's actually perfect. You know. Actually, one of my friends today, you know, I was carrying this knife today, and he had it in his hand. He was like, "Man, you know, he wants to get one now because." You know, whenever you have this in your hand, you could just feel the quality in it. You know, I mean, it just exudes quality, you know. I love the pocket clip. It is, out of the Chris Reeve knives, it is, you see you have a little bit of space right there. And this one is right at the edge. Then of course, the Sebenza 21, you know, that's perfect. Right where that is. I mean, for ergonomic wise, I mean, that's perfect. I mean, you do kind of, you feel it. You do feel it, you know, when it's in your hands. It doesn't create a hot spot or anything, but you kind of just feel the, you know, how this is raised a little bit. You see it just kind of touches right here. But like I said, it's not a hot spot or anything, but you know, as far as pocket clip placement, which I'm not sure they could have placed it anywhere else though, but I mean, I like it quite a bit. But that's just an overview. You know, it does have that, I think it's not rubber. I can't remember what it was, but you know, those O-rings are there, and just cushions. Let's see if you still heard it a little bit, but if you go slow enough, I mean, it's almost silent. That was pretty quiet. But you know, it kind of cushions the impact, which I do like to flick my knives a lot, and so it kind of cushions the blade stop there. There's no blade stop in this. You know, those the thumb studs act as the blade stop. As you can see, this has the blade stop right there. But overall, I mean, I absolutely love this knife. I said majority of the time, this gets the most pocket time for me. But well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's it. Thanks. Bye.